Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Big Data Beard channel, where our team is going through Andrew Ning's machine learning course through Coursera. Find out what we thought of week 6 right after this.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo! We're celebrating week 6. We made it over the middle point. And if you missed any of the previous ones, you can go to week 1 over here and get some more information and see how we've grayed or how our facial expressions have changed. But definitely it's just very exciting for this week. And we have a new addition. Brett Roberts is joining us again for this particular week. Nice to have you back, Brett.
Absolutely. I have to be back for the hump week. I mean, this is the best part of the filming. So yeah, I love it. Thanks for having me.
When are we going
And I
to
brought
champagne?
We need to
see my dog at
champagne.
brother. Ooh, did somebody say champagne?
Yes.
Oh, and my dog likes champagne as well, apparently.
I'm the only one that didn't bring his dog.
I have an extra dog here if you want to borrow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dogs.
So what was everyone's thoughts about this week's sessions?
More real world examples, right? So we went through and had building a spam classifier, which I know last week was it last week you were talking about how you were ready for some new examples, and you thought we were done with the spam examples and some of the other ones. You wanted to see some deeper ones, and then roll right into the spam example for you, Erin.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, where we talked about the true positive, the false positives, right? The false negatives and the true negatives. Really great information, at least to like the little square, which I guess was really, again, tied to logic, which I love the logic. So that was nice to have that. And I made a note. I literally have a note here, like in week 6. I go, yay, less math. So I really felt that there was like less math in that actual, that course week. So that was pretty exciting, and just have to really learn about kind of components of it and properties, and not necessarily just focus on so much of the math, which was great in my opinion.
Yeah, I noticed a transition from learning the algorithms and how to actually use the algorithms to, well, not use, but to actually, do the math around them, to actually applying them to real world machine learning examples, and when to use the right one, and when to, really be more efficient with how you're putting your model together. So yeah, yay for less math, and yay for more efficiencies in doing machine learning.
Yeah, I thought this week though, there was less math, but I thought there was a ton more video. So it seemed like there were a lot more like individual modules within it. So like we had the cheating here by looking, but the evaluating algorithm, the bias versus variance. There's a couple different separate modules. Each one of those had some pretty long videos in them.
Yeah, there was like 12 minutes or 14 minutes or something like that. Which, as we know, the attention span doesn't really last that long. So it's little pain.
Yeah, after 2 minutes, you're kind of like, oh, well, 10 minutes left.
What's going on? Yeah, it's pretty scary, painful.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? I mean, just for people that are interested in the course or taking the course, do you think 12 minutes per module is too much? Like after about 4 or 5 minutes, you start to see the need for, to land the plane and to go on to either a continuation in another video, or what do you guys think?
So I think from a training perspective, one of the things, so I've made videos and done some other things for Pluralsight and just been involved in the training community. And like the research around it is, like I would always try to keep mine, if I can break the concepts down and cover them in 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes that doesn't work for these deep ones that we do. But really they say that threshold is around 10 to 11 minutes. And after that, you really lose attention span. So, keeping them, I think they're broken up pretty well. I didn't see any that were like 16 or 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys have ever watched any videos. Sometimes you go through them and it's like you'll have the author where they just pretty much just cut it on, and I mean they're going for like 30, 45 minutes. So I think they did a good job of breaking them down. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's an older course, so I mean, if not to too much get into the content, but I'd like to have seen a little bit more different the way they're approached. Maybe some more animations versus the writing, or maybe a whiteboard. I think
and that's what I was saying. Like if there's like longer videos or like longer times that they're talking, just to hear him talking the whole time, it's just too much, as opposed to, okay, well, really talking. Let me be clear on that. Talking in math for 16 minutes is just long, as opposed to here's math part and here's how we use it in the real world. And I would have loved that through the entire course. I mean, really not even just these like short snippets or any length of the video. If you can really break it out and really just say, here's a formula and this is how I mean it. This is the formula, this is how I mean it. And I just felt like everything was exactly the same, always the same examples, always the same kind of stories. And it was just, you wanted something new, especially as we're getting, further and further in the weeks. You're like, okay, I heard this already. Can you give me something new to really understand that clarity of it?
Yeah, it starts to blend after a while, and you're like, well, I did the same exact thing with linear regression versus this and versus that, and you don't know where to go back and do what. So I agree 100%, Erin.
Yeah, yeah.
So real quick, Thomas, you have a little bit of a scenery change there. New office, new backdrop?
Yeah, new backdrop. So what I did was I flipped the studio. So I'm still in the same location, you can kind of see, but the wall is behind me. So I've kind of been toying around with some different setups for the office, and just, I don't know, wanted to change some stuff up. I wanted to be able to do some of my recordings and have just a different view. So change it up a little bit, but seems to all be working well.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, awesome. I changed this an hour before we recorded.
Typical.
What about you, Brett? Where are you in the world today?
We're all in different locations.
Yeah, I just realized that we're all in different locations. So.
Oh, that's right.
You're facing north now and not west, or south or whatever. So yeah. No, I'm coming from Delaware. Actually, I'm at my folks' house, so that you're hearing my dog bark in the background. But I am in Delaware for the next couple of days. And Erin, how about you?
Yeah, I'm dog sitting at my family's house, so definitely not at home, which is weird. I'm just stuck. I'm not stuck, but I'm
blink twice if you're under duress.
Feel stuck.
Where's Biggie Smalls?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I miss my stuff. Like everything. It's just when you're not in your house and you don't have like your food or your drinks or even your TV and you don't know your channels. It's just like it's a little tiring. That's all. It's a little tiring, but it's all good. It's nice to mix it up every once in a while.
You got to have your drinks.
Yeah, well, it was nice. My family knows me well, so they prepped. They got everything kind of like, just in case there was like snowstorms and I was stuck in the house, that I would be fully prepared for everything that I would need. But it's a beautiful view. I'm looking out in the water, so I can't complain.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
So do you think the next couple of weeks will be similar to this, where we talk more theory and application, or do you think we're going to dive back into some more math and new stuff that we have to learn before we can apply it?
I know Erin's cheated and she's ahead, so I'll defer to her.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I would have to say that the one great thing that I'm excited about the fact that eventually we don't have to do these assignments all the way to the end. So the coding assignments end, I think, I looked at like week 9, I think. So 9, 10, 11 don't have assignments. I believe, don't quote me on that. So that was just what I was excited about. But I finally, because I'm here at the house all by myself, I kind of finished a little earlier. So it's kind of, I think that's start.
Let me ask you guys a question. So how many times, and maybe it's just me, so how many times whenever you're doing an assignment, so say week 6, or I don't care, week 5, how many times do you guys try to submit and kind of see where you are? Or is it you don't submit to the end? Like I'm from a development perspective, like I've always done a little bit and then compile my code. And so I feel like I do the same thing with this. And so just as I start to change a little bit, I'm seeing, because you can submit it as many times as you want, just so I'm not confusing everybody. So what I'm talking about is if you're using MATLAB or Octave, when you do your submission, put in your email address and then whatever that token they give you, you can submit, and then it breaks down kind of where you are from your assignment. So like if you got it right or not, so it's pretty much kind of like if you're a developer compiling your code. So how many times do you guys submit, or do you guys just wait to the end, see if it works, and then tweak what you do? I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, I submit, or I wait to submit until it says you should submit your assignment. So normally there's 4 or 5 different sections that you need to submit per a programming assignment. I wait till then, and then if I need to tweak or fix because something didn't work, I'll run it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll continue to tweak it, but then I'll submit it once it seems like everything worked properly and nothing broke. Nothing in red means you can submit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so definitely like per assignment, like per line, per what the PDF said, submit here and send that in, see if that failed, and then continue to edit that if I need to.
That's a lot of living on the edge if you wait till you do all 5 or all 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever
Yeah.
scripts and then submit, because if something goes wrong, you kind of need to go back and figure that out.
I will admit I did that a couple of times because it just was like, I felt like I was on a roll or something. I just felt that it was, I don't know. And it was right. It was nerve-wracking, but I did not do that this past one. I was like, it's not clicking. And it's, so it goes back and forth, but definitely I think I'm more consistent with after every time.
They're getting a little more intense. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend holding off on that.
Yeah, that's what I realized I couldn't do it anymore. Yep,
I
agreed.
I try to work through them, and so like even when I think I got the first line, I'll submit, and then it won't work.
So I haven't done that, but so what do you get when you run the script after EX6? What do you get if you want to do a portion of the first
so it gives you
first
an
one?
output no matter what, and so you can submit it as so like as soon as I get it, as soon as I start working on it, I submit, and you'll get 00000. So and then you kind of just keep rolling as you kind of work through the problems.
Yeah.
So
I do like the ones where they kind of give you what the expected outcome should be, so you can just go through after you run it and make sure that you validate it. Those are always my favorite. So Erin, you said that there's no more after week 9. The program exercises are done.
That's what it looks like.
I haven't looked yet. I'm nervous to know what they're going to do to fill in that gap.
No, it's just like it was in the beginning, just the lessons and a quiz.
Okay, so nothing surprising coming where it's going to be even more difficult than it already is. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about as well. And there wasn't like some crazy, at least so far, it doesn't look like it. It's just, lessons and assignments. So technically, since I'm stuck here, I could just maybe even like get it all done all at once.
There you go. That's a great idea. And have the rest of all of February and March to yourself.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be nice. Well, great. So if you've missed any of the other episodes, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see how we end and certainly how we've started. I still think that like my coloring has left my face or something since like week 1 or something along those lines, but all good.
No comment.
I was like, wait, did I like, maybe I like pinch my cheek a little bit. Yeah.
I think I pinched mine too much, so we're good.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks everybody. So that was our recap for week 6. So like Erin was saying, make sure you subscribe. Come back and check back with us week 7. And to put you on the spot, Brett, will you be back for week 7?
I will be. I will be in Italy. So we will have, I'll be eating some pasta and drink some wine while we talk about it.
Yeah, at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's
At 2 a.m. Yep. That's the best time to eat pasta, by the way. Yeah. Scientifically proven.
That's what my doctor told me.
Yeah.
I wish. That'd be great. Cool.
Right.
Awesome. See you next week.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.